So number 6 is the TOPS-10 operating system from 1970, designed for the DEC PDP-10. So this was originally developed in 1964 as the PDP-6 monitor, and then it became TOPS-10 in 1970. It was active up until the early 80s with the PDP-10's end of life, and was superseded later by TOPS-20 from DEC Systems. Little personal notes. The gentleman who was the lead developer on TOPS-20 was named Dan Murphy. Dan Murphy worked with me and reported to me later at a small startup that we were at called Certion, and he was one of our lead developers there. He's a great guy. And Dan, if you're listening, looking forward to maybe catching up with you sometime.
Good job,
we really
dude.
had good times. Yeah, but he used to talk about the good old days working at DEC and working on TOPS-20, so that was a great time. Back to TOPS-10. This was, again, developed by DEC, the Digital Equipment Corporation. It was influenced by the contributions from MIT, Stanford, and BBN, which is Bolt, Brannick, and Newman, which was, no matter what Al Gore said, they were the ones that actually invented the internet. And they were the foundations for the early ARPANET development. From the contributions and influence, it enabled true time sharing for hundreds of users. So this had massive scaling capabilities. It supported early networking and email. And BBN was actually one of the first open email systems. They developed email for many users, and it did inspire hacker culture and open source sharing. So this was actually a big deal and really inspired a lot of people. From a historical significance standpoint, it was the platform for ARPANET and the early internet software. This influenced user interfaces and command line design, things like MS-DOS. MS-DOS wouldn't exist without having been influenced by the command line interface here, and was just groundbreaking from its impact on user-centric computing and networking in general. So TOPS-10 was big from that standpoint, and we owe a lot to it.
This is another one of those things. The PDP was another very foundational computer. And 100%. I would not be at all shocked if somebody's still actually using them in production somewhere.